What's up and welcome to the Sisterhood Corner. To the newbies, welcome. To those who've been here all along, welcome back. It's on to the next letter. This one reads, I am not the love of his life. Hi, Sisterhood Corner. Please keep me anonymous. I am a woman turning 50 soon, and though a lot of people would be gloomy, I've been looking forward to it. That was until recently, of course. Though I've been in the process of planning my birthday with a husband I've been married to for almost 20 years, I've also stumbled upon information that stopped me dead in my tracks. My husband mistakenly left his chats open on his messaging app that belongs to one of the popular platforms. And what I saw was enough to drive a preacher wild. Heaven. Going through the chats, I discovered that he and his ex-girlfriend are engaged. This is an ex-girlfriend I knew back then, but my understanding was that they ended things back then. And by back then, I mean when we were still dating. I've been married for almost 20 years. He paid her bride price a while ago, and a bride price, that'll be lobola. And in the chats, he makes it clear that he will be breaking the news to me after my birthday, as he has taken the decision to make her his second wife. Yeah. He further tells this woman that he is hoping I leave because I was never the love of his life to begin with. She was. I am gutted. I cannot believe this is my life. The betrayal cuts deep. Understandably so, my sister. She goes on to say, I can't believe he has been pretending as we are busy planning my birthday, knowing this will be the last time I ever feel joyful. What a horrible human I married. What's even worse is that his whole family knows. That's according to the chats, of course. How could they allow such while smiling to my face every time they see me, knowing what they know? I have twin boys, and both of them just started with their internships. A part of me wants to cancel everything and file for divorce, but I think about my sons as well as how they have been looking forward to this party and how it's all coming at the right time when they also have great things to celebrate in their own lives. I haven't even confronted this man about this. What do I do? Whew. This is a heavy one. I'm so sorry you're dealing with something of this magnitude. This is heavy. This is truly, truly heavy. I'm truly sorry, especially at a time that you're supposed to be celebrating and something you had been looking forward to for the longest time, and this overshadows it. Now, my advice to you would be, everything will start with a conversation with him. And perhaps you guys, first of all, have to put your kids first. Perhaps come to an understanding that you will continue and celebrate this birthday so that your kids can have the moment that everybody has been looking forward to. I think once you iron those details out and you telling him you two would need to figure a way forward. Now, I'm not sure if he ever mentioned polygamy. I mean, the letter is quite brief, because I'd like to believe he didn't want to include everything because then it would have taken us quite a long time. You probably summarized a lot. But yeah, everything starts with you, and perhaps you could then understand. I don't know if you guys had a conversation before about polygamy, and if he had said the polygamy thing is a thing that he might consider in the future. But I think more than anything, once the party goes, I say go for counseling. not necessarily with him. After having spoken, you need counseling. This is not a small thing. Not only discovering that your man is having an affair, but to be told you are not the love of his life and you've spent almost 20 years with him. I think that alone is trauma. That alone in itself is a traumatic experience. And I think you need counseling on your own more than anything, while the two of you see how to navigate this. What I know is that your marriage, as you know it, it's over. That is a fact. But in terms of how you proceed, that's going to be entirely up to the two of you. My other piece of advice would be, do not confront the other woman. Whatever you do not confront her. What she has done is quite sneaky, because she clearly has been lurking in the background, knowing very well what's going on. It's something that she clearly gets a kick out of, but that has nothing to do with you. The person who betrayed you is your husband, the person you made the vows to, who made the vows to you as well. But whatever you do in terms of solution going forward, put your kids first. I would sort of say, yes, they're young adults. They're now doing the internship. Celebrate this. They're looking forward to it. Don't burst their bubble. And then you guys can figure out a way in terms of how to proceed and eventually clue the kids in on it. Well, they're no longer kids. I would like to believe that they're doing the internships. They're young adults. But still, this will have an effect. This will sting. So then it's up to you to ensure that you navigate this with them. Your husband has already made his choice. In my view, as horrible as this sounds, I think he's already made his choice. What bugs me, I would have said try and work on it as a couple, but the fact that he tells the woman that, there's a part where he tells the woman that he's hoping I leave because I was never the love of his life to begin with. So I don't know if he wants to he knows you would never, perhaps you've had a conversation about polygamy and he knows you would never accept it. So this is his way out. This is his way of getting you out so you can file for divorce. You can then say, I'm ending the marriage. Then that way he can go and be with the love of his life. In my view, they deserve each other. After the betrayal they've put you through, they deserve to be together. But whatever you do, don't self-destruct. Go for counseling if you have to, so that you have clarity and you are able to maneuver this. That's probably your best way, by starting with your own mental health. I think that I'm just happy that you wrote to us, because, in the sense that I always talk about GBV, like I've done in the previous letters, you could have also decided to do something drastic as a woman and find yourself behind bars. You didn't. Kudos to you. But I suggest, whatever you do, please don't try and get a boyfriend and try and prove a point. Let this go. I think that he's already said, if you don't want the second wife, he will leave. Because I think it's done. As horrible as it sounds on my end, it truly is done. Listen, the others will advise you in the comment section. I could just be, being too emotional about this, because I must say this has kind of like touched a nerve a bit for me, because not only is this disrespectful, what this man has done is disrespectful, but it's actually cruel. In my view, this is the most cruel thing anybody can do to the next person. And please don't start looking down on yourself and beating yourself down. Oh, is it because he might even pull that card on you. That's bound to happen. Please don't fall for that. Go for counseling, maneuver this with a clear head, as clear as you best possibly can, a clear head as you possibly can, and put your kids first. But let him go, man. Let him go. Once you've figured out the how to part, let this man go. Let him go be with the woman that he truly, truly loves. You know what I mean? And for all you know, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You could come out on the other side, and who knows, you could have found actually your own love of your life. You don't say to me whether this man is the love of your life or not. You just talk about the fact that, you've been planning that's where you start the story. You don't give me specifics about your marriage as to whether it's been a fairly good, healthy marriage or anything like that. There are no specifics on that. But I take it the fact that he's helping you plan this thing, you're excited. You guys, you thought you were in a good space. So for him to drop this on you, sure, I'm truly, truly sorry. But good luck with everything. Check out the comments. I'm pretty sure the other ladies will advise.